Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the PRES radio show featuring Finn over there and me, Harry Murto. How are you all doing today? It's a lovely Thursday evening. It's a winter time. It's the winter time, so everything's really cold and dark at this point in time.
It's getting there. It's definitely getting there.
I remember when we first did this show, when I was walking from my side of the campus to the radio station, I noticed it was all nice, light and warm, and now it's winter is coming, and it's cold. The cold winds.
In more ways than one.
Cold winds are rising. Yeah. No. So, how you doing, Finn?
I'm doing pretty well, Harry. Back into it. It's it's that moment in I guess probably every other first year can relate that you go, hang on a minute, there's all these assignments to do.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
I love it how for the first half of the semester, everything's relatively easy. Like work-wise, it's not as heavy, and then all of a sudden, everything comes in the second half of the semester, as if they couldn't have just paced it out and done stuff at the beginning of the semester. No, like it's just insane, isn't it?
Look, I was talking to a friend about it today, and I think it's a good bit of a way to do it, just to make sure that everyone can actually figure out how to survive first.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they can start focusing on schoolwork.
Yeah, no. So, how was your weekend, Finn?
Oh well, it was rather busy actually. I managed to make it down to the beach at one stage and went for a bit of a bike ride with a few friends, which was rather marvellous. And then, come Saturday night, I bumped into Harry.
Yes, there we go.
The nightlife of Clayton.
Get to the beef of things. Yeah. No, we both went to a party. It was a pretty sick party, wasn't it, Finn? We had fun, didn't we?
Look, it was nice. I was very surprised by the percentage Tasmanian.
I was very surprised that you actually showed up. I was off my head. I was like, holy crap, Finn's here. He actually came out to, outside of the university to venture around the burbs of Clayton.
Look, I'm from Southeast Flat, so we don't get out much.
That's true.
I thought I'd better make an effort.
You didn't even know about the protests, which we will talk about later in the show. We'll talk about the protests outside of Menzies Lawn. And discuss that to a bit of depth, but let's play some tunes to start off. What do you got on your mind there, Finn?
Look, we've got a bit of Gang of Youth, bit of a popular one that's coming up. We're
nothing but a gang of youths, are we? The bunch of uni students. That's why we're protesting all this stuff.
Exactly right.
In we go.
This one's called Restraint Release.
Enjoy.
Well, welcome back. That was a bit of Gang of Youth with Restraint and Release.
Gorgeous song, gorgeous, beautiful song.
Harry liked that one. He was having a bit of a jive to that.
Yeah. Oh, mate. All about the jives. So what should we discuss today? Let's start with should we start with your weekly gripe? I think, yeah. So for once in our short lifespan, Finn actually has a gripe this week, and it's not just me bitching all the time, which is, just my hobby. It's actually my life, actually.
Not just being, neutral and having no opinion on anything.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, exactly. All right, so hit us with it. It's regarding bus travel, I believe.
Yes, well, another one on bus-related issues. No, I was travelling on a bus the other day, just cruising down North Road, when I happened to turn around and look behind me, and what did I see, you may ask? I saw everyone with their earphones in, looking out the window, eyes downturned, not even wanting to look at each other, which was kind of sad.
Just no eye contact whatsoever.
Yeah, so the whole gripe is, what are we coming to? We're not even having conversations with strangers.
What is the world? It's like that PSA that I've seen on a few YouTube videos or people sharing it on Facebook. It's kind of ironic about how people spend most of their time, in their faces in their phones and not talking to anyone, being antisocial, and how they miss out on all the great things that life has to offer. Yeah, no, it's good. It's fair enough. I mean, yeah.
It is pretty ironic though.
Oh yeah, when they post it on Facebook, yeah. But I mean, we're on a radio show. This is good old fashioned media right here.
Good old fashioned, not face to face communication.
Exactly. Well, we're kind of I angle myself right, but you can't move your microphone, so you can't look at me. I can just stare at you weirdly.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm quite impressed by the ingenuity that's happened here in the studio. The one of the mic stands broken. There's a lot of tape, which is kind of restricting the flexibility of the stand, but it's doing a good job.
Absolutely. It's got hairbands as well attaching it, if you'll notice that as well. I don't think, it's nice. It's got a MacGyver-style makeshift there. So, I agree. I am one of those people, though, that on the buses will just put their headphones on purely for the reason that no one else is talking. Everyone else has just got their faces down, acting like, it's just it's a war. We're on our boat. We're off to the war zone to school. But No, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, and that's a hard one. I think it's really hard to be that first person.
What was that? Sorry, guys. Finn's just doing a bit of a waist wiggle here on his chair, where his lower body is independent from his upper body, where his legs are just going like shimmying around, like he's got a hula hoop, an invisible hula hoop on him.
Trying to wiggle myself around so I can kind of look at you and speak, but
that's all right. You just look out the window.
Just going to stare out the window at the lovely microwave. Yeah, Radio Monash, living it up.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I think it's pretty tough to be that first person to stand up and
those
really
are usually those are the kind of people that they film and post on Facebook or Stalker Space, just saying, "Look at this bloody loony here, just talking to everyone.
Well,
what's his problem?"
Yeah,
God.
You go, well, you know, and that's can be the tricky thing with the internet, because there can be a bit of conflict, and you can kind of get away with too much without having to face the person that you're talking about. So yeah.
Why, Finn? Are you referring to the issue on Monash that's been hitting Monash Stalker Space the last couple of weeks? Or actually, no, it's only been a week, hasn't it?
Oh, I have no idea, because I haven't actually seen anything. I just heard there's something to do with corn.
Oh, mate. Okay, so here we go. For those of you who don't go to Monash, who are who are tuning in, there's Monash Stalker Space. We talked about it in the first issue or video. And anyway, so we talked about that, the Facebook group. Sorry, Finn's just mangling with the mic in the background. It's a bit distracting. So basically someone had posted a picture of another person in a lecture eating corn whilst doing their homework or schoolwork, and said, I don't know what they said. It was some sort of corn-related pun. And apparently that person who took the photo was approached by said photo person. And he was not happy about having a photo taken of him without his permission or something like that. And there was beef. There was large beef, not in the corn, but in the person having beef with the other person. And they got into a fight. And then the other person posted on Facebook about how he didn't appreciate being told Woody Cunningham posts on social media. And then there was just big row about corn, and then it evolved into corn-related memes, and it just kind of snowballed from there. And it was just fantastic being a fly on the wall in that situation, honestly. Being able to see all these people just go all out in corn-related things. There was actually a photo of someone dressed in a corn costume roaming the Clayton campus. I think it was yesterday. That was fantastic. You know, it just keep it going. If you're listening out there and you have the power to do it, just as inundate Monash Stalker Space with as much corn memes and cornology as you can. Oh no, that's what he said. He said something about hating to sound corny.
Oh, that's.
And then something like focus on your schoolwork or something.
Look, I'd give that pun about a 3 out of 7.
There are a lot of bad puns on Monash Stalker Space, though.
But that's what you want. That's what you need from the internet. That's where it can be a wonderful thing. But I mean, you know, eating corn's not the worst thing you can do. I think it's
honestly, I mean, if
pretty good, pretty yummy.
He could have I don't understand why you'd have so much beef with that. If he was doing something like playing League of Legends or something during the lecture, and he was like, "Oi, mate, don't judge me for what I do." He's eating corn, okay? Who gives a shit? I mean, come on, just grow up and don't It's like no one's making fun of you for eating corn. It's just funny because it was a pun and you were eating corn in the middle of a lecture, but. That's not that terrible. I mean, I've seen worse photos posted on Monash Stalker Space that no one's made a big fuss about.
Look, I'd be proud if I was the only guy eating corn in the lecture theatre.
I don't like corn, so...
Yeah, you might not be proud.
I'm more of a chickpea kind of person. Lentils.
Or chickpeas,
more, savoury kind of thing.
Yeah. Great
nice
stuff.
All right, so we've done your gripe, haven't we, Finn? Any more? Do you have any more to say about that, actually?
Well, I challenge you all to go out, and if you like Harry, I think you guys are the kind of people that... can make the difference, you know. Just if it's happening, if there's a bit of conversation, don't butt your way in unnecessarily. But you know, if there's an open invite, join in. Why not? Why not have a chat with each other as we make the boring commute? We could learn a heap.
I feel like if we could drink in public, and this is entirely if we could drink in public, we become way more sociable. I just remember being in Europe, everyone was happy to talk because everyone had an alcoholic beverage in their hand. You know, unless they're in northern Germany, then they don't want to talk to you. They don't have anything to do with you.
Well, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame that has to be how it is.
Yeah.
But.
Oh well, it's fun. Good for banter. Oh well, Australia's stuck in its ways. We'll just be stuck on Facebook. And Edurome doesn't help. Like, you can. The buses have the university Wi-Fi on them. So
Edurome. Oh, I tell you what.
Tell me about it.
The last week it's been killing me.
I've just been trying to connect my PlayStation to the internet, while I've been doing my schoolwork in between. It's people say, oh yeah, you're not getting any work done. You got your PlayStation. I'm like, no. Well, in between breaks, I'm actually figuring out how to get my PlayStation to connect to the internet. So it's not really any fun, is it?
Well, is that in between breaks, doing work, or is that just in between like breaks?
In between like episodes of Man Seeking Women, or like when I'm just. It's a good show.
I'm just going to push myself kind of.
Have you ever heard? You never heard of the show?
Here. No, I haven't.
It's an FX show. It's I don't know how to describe him. His first name's Jay, but I can't remember his last name. He's a comedian. Have you seen Tropic Thunder, the movie?
Oh yeah.
Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., all that. The really nerdy white one.
Maybe
the one that how there's a group of actors and then he's like the nerdy white one along with them.
I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say it. Okay, yeah. I'll Google him and I'll show you a picture of him. But anyway, if you've seen that movie, and you know who that is, yeah. So he's in the show, and it's basically just his life of like trying to get a girlfriend and stuff, and just the struggles of living in like middle age, not even middle age. Like, what's the age when you're in your late 20s? That's not middle age, is it?
That's just old.
That's just
no, not at all.
Pre-middle age, I'd say.
That's still the prime. We'll call that the prime.
Yeah. When you're getting into your career and you've graduated from uni and all that kind of crap. Anyway, that's what kind of life, trying to do that, like getting by in that sort of atmosphere. But it's a good show. It's not some sort of creepy, seedy show where he stalks women.
Look, I can never be sure with you, Harry.
Oh, I've watched those other shows. I watched like The Following and True Detective and stuff like that. Just to side with the villains in that. Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about other than that? Yeah, PlayStation. Yeah, tried to get that connected to the internet. Still not working. But yeah, no, Ed Jerome. So on the buses, that's where we went from.
We've been flying all over.
We went on a journey, and now we're back home at Ed Jerome. We took you with us, and we hope you enjoyed. Should we play some tunes?
Look,
whilst I think about that lovely.
Yeah, let's wind it back to a bit of 2012 stuff right now. Gotta love it. This is Honolulu by The Last Dinosaurs.
Good year. What's up? What song was that, Finn? You're gonna. He's sitting over there.
That was called "I Don't Want to Party" by Philadelphia Grand Jury. But maybe it's a Thursday night and you do want to party. So
gorgeous song. Yeah. Thursday night, especially if you're going to the night. Shout out to anyone who's pre-drinking for the night. Have a fun night. Shout out to anyone else who's just pre-drinking for the hell of it on a Thursday night. Good luck to you too. Unless you're listening to this after we've done it live, in which case have fun drinking, or drink now. In fact, even if you're listening to this during the daytime. Banter. That's how we roll.
Banter.
So, what was it? It was yesterday. So yesterday there was a protest, a bit of a cheeky old protest. Actually, I just realised, Finn, it wasn't on Menzies Lawn. That's where they were having the barbecue before they caught buses into the Melbourne CBD to do the big protest with all the other combined via Melbourne universities. So I'm assuming like La Trobe, RMIT, Melbourne Uni, and all that sort of stuff converged on Melbourne. I have no idea where. In fact, I don't even know if they did, like if it was a big event or anything. But no, students got emails about it. They were told, if you want to skip class from 2 till late and join the team to head on into Melbourne and protest the rising of uni fees.
Yes, yeah.
That is apparently being re-pushed again by the government, our good old friends the government, which would deregulate university fees. Well, would be a result of what they would do, which would be cut off funding to universities, thus deregulating them. Anyway, we won't get into the political jibber-jabber from that, but no, I didn't go. I was at Caulfield.
Well, Caulfield. Whole different world down
I was
there.
tempted, just for the sake of feeling like a proper uni student, going out, screwing authority, sticking it to the man, listening to some nice old hippie music, putting a flower in a gun.
Look, it's probably a bit different these days, Harry. You never know.
Yeah. Lack of guns.
But no, yeah, it was
flowers.
It was interesting to
Woodstock.
Interesting to hear about it.
You didn't even know about it.
I'm clueless.
You live in bloody Southeast Flats. I can understand that. But there were posters all around the residential MRS areas. There was like chalk writings on the areas where they're doing construction work.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those around.
I was not ambushed, but approached by about 6 people at the bus ring or loop, asking me to join or sign a petition or stuff like that. The Socialists, which apparently on my stalker space, the Socialist group or club isn't very popular amongst other groups just because of how loud and forceful they are and aggro. In fact, someone was talking on my stalker space about a person who who was in the toilet. They must have been wearing a Liberal shirt because someone from the Socialist Club went off in their faces and started following them around campus, yelling at them.
Yeah, and that's when it goes way too far.
It's a bit, it's a bit too far. I don't necessarily disagree with the Socialist Party or necessarily agree with them, but apparently they were doing a few controversial things. But
I know. I mean, like, I guess it's really good to have your own views, and I think that's really important. But you can go just a little bit too far and get a bit too in your face.
Start chasing people, Did you see Bernie Sanders chase people? Nah. He's too old to chase people, but.
Oh, gee.
Do you think? Oh, he is.
The burn.
He is old.
He's a very mature gentleman.
He's the Sanders surge is still going. If you're following American politics as much as I do, good old Sanders surge is coming up. Watch your bum, Hillary.
Yeah. What's the latest?
I don't know.
There? It's just.
I haven't been paying that much attention. He won. Which state did he win? I think it was Wyoming. Which is a tiny ass state anyway.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah, there's like 5 people in Wyoming. He made a joke about that actually at his at his acceptance, his victory speech after winning the Wyoming primary. He was like, "Oh, thank you so much for all the people who voted for." I can't do a Bernie Sanders voice.
That's right. Please
thanks
continue.
Thanks for all the people that voted for me. You're probably all filling up this room right now. And then everyone was just having a good old laugh. I'm surprised that no one got really pissed off with that. Maybe it's a loving joke. It's like how Tasmanians all love banging each other's cousins, we just have a good laugh at that sort of stereotype.
It's funny enough you bring up those jokes because I was don't worry.
Oh wow.
I was at the Melbourne Comedy Festival last night, which was pretty cool. Pretty little just a bit of action going on around the city at the moment. And got dragged along to see a comedian, and of course the Tassie jokes came up. But look, you just have to embrace it.
Where was it? Was it in the CBD?
Yeah, no, it was at Tradies Hall, I think. Tradie Hall.
Wonder who goes there.
It was just across the road from the Curtin Hotel. Yeah, the comedian we saw was a bit of a true blue Aussie bloke.
Nice. Yeah. That was good. How long does it go for? Does it go for like a couple of days or? I think it goes all weekend.
It's been going for many weeks.
Oh, so it is actually the same comedy festival. Oh, because I went to it, but I didn't know it was a month-long affair.
It is
nice.
Big.
Okay, yeah, because I went to one a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, what did you go and see?
Arnie Donner. Do you know who Arnie Donner is?
No, I'm pretty uncultured.
Oh, no. You're not the only person. I thought they were incredibly popular because everyone we know, everyone that you and I know, Finn, our mutual friends, we all get around the Arnie Donner comedy trio.
Gee, I feel left out now.
They're really funny. It's very slapstick humor sort of thing. I got to meet them. I got to stroke one of them has a really nice beard, and I got to stroke it. Yes, I just took advantage of the opportunity of meeting them just to be as weird as possible.
Awesome.
They signed my stubby holder, or I bought a stubby holder from them.
That's very Australian.
And they all signed it. It was very nice. It says a bit of bevies with the boys or something like that. So if you get a chance to, if you ever find yourself really bored, just search up Arnie Donner on YouTube and give that a good old razz because it is funny.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. It has my stamp of approval.
And if you love that, I mean, keep your eye on the comedy festival.
Yeah, get around it, guys.
It'll be here next year. It'll be here for.
It's here now.
Still here for a few days. Yeah, get into it.
Stop doing all your bloody homework and get on the comedy festival.
Yeah, I know. This is a great.
It's where failed uni students go. Just laugh at their lives at university. That's where dropouts go. So
when you're yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
There's plenty of very highly educated comedians.
Seth Rogen dropped out of college.
Oh,
look at him now. He's just getting real high all the time and talking about how much he loves getting high.
Well, that's one thing to do with your life.
Yeah, no. So comedy festival. What about the protests? Let's talk a bit more about that. What do you think? Let's politicize. Let's go into the.
Gosh. Look, I haven't looked at the facts and the details and the reasons that they're supposedly given, but I think, if it's going to create a barrier to education, it's not a good thing.
No, it isn't. No. I would be inclined to agree with you there, Finn, but I like to play devil's advocate.
Ooh, this is exciting.
I'm going to put on my little devil's advocate hat. Figuratively, just because I don't have one here. But
people can't see you.
Exactly,
they can't put on a hat. Come on, Harry, get with it.
Oh, come on. Anyway, I've been a bit silly. Anyway, so I like to play devil's advocate, but I mean, I just think of all the problems that are facing, political problems that are facing our parties that are it just kind of pales in comparison. I don't mind not because you don't even have to pay it off straight away. So if you're paying
Yeah.
instead of paying like say I think it's about 18 grand now for an arts degree, and instead paying like $100,000, I wouldn't mind paying that over a longer amount of time. I just think there are bigger problems to worry about. I'm more worried about paying rent and stuff like that, or like getting help from Centrelink. I think Centrelink's a bigger problem that people just kind of get taken advantage of. People will bitch about it, but there are a lot of problems with how Centrelink is run and how it changes so often that's really screwing students. And I don't think people pay enough attention to that sort of welfare aspect and are more focused on just bashing a government just because, they're a big, easy target to bash. Also, like, I mean...
To be fair, a lot of the politicians put their neck out there.
Oh, yeah, true.
Look, politics can sometimes be confused with the Melbourne
tough.
Comedy Festival, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, and I mean, like, politicians is, like... The election's coming up. That should be interesting to see how that goes around on campus, how various groups will discuss that. I just think there are bigger problems.
It's gonna be like a massive
Facing our
carnival.
government.
You could sit, take your packet of chips, sit down on the lawn, and just observe all the, campaigning going on around you. It'll be great fun.
Yeah.
People watching heaven.
Oh, be a fly on the wall at that event would be fantastic, yeah.
It's all good until they come and, until
Exactly,
you get
exactly.
approached. But no, I think, it's a good year to probably get your head around what's going on in the political system.
Oh, yeah,
And
fun times.
if you haven't enrolled to
people
vote, get on it.
Get your bum on it.
Because, what's the point in being part of a democracy if you
yeah.
don't exercise your rights?
Come on, enjoy it. Have fun having other people tell you what to think and who to vote for and who's better than who. I don't know who I'm going to vote for, to be honest. It's tough.
It's it's all about getting all the facts and all the information and then making your own decision, I guess. Yeah, make sure you can hear both sides before you conclude. And
Yeah, exactly. Don't bash just because people tell you to.
yeah, and don't bash just because they're bashing you with their information.
Exactly. You're free.
Look at that, free tips from
Yeah.
Harry and Finn.
So, Ed, like, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff. We might slide on into another song now. This one's by a band called The War on Drugs, off one of my favourite albums, well, at the moment and probably of all time. This one's called Burning. Enjoy. That was a little song called Pride by a band called The Pretty Littles. You can find it on Triple J Unearthed if you look her up. So if you enjoyed it, just Google.
So, yeah, we ran out of stuff to talk about. So we're just going to banter now.
Well, that sounds like fun. But you came up with...
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I?
You were griping.
I did. I figured out a gripe. So it's come to my attention living in halls and just living at university life in general that the so-called poor university students aren't actually that poor. Just because of the fact that nearly here are the things. So we've got the balls and stuff like that.
Yes, I get
There's
ya.
boat
Expensive.
parties and certain club parties as well. There's an MSA one, I think, on tonight.
Even more cash money is gone.
There's, the SAS, the Student Art Society ball launch things on tonight, so you can go buy your ticket there. And there's other boat parties. There's going to the bars and clubs and stuff. Where do people get all their money to do that from? It's driving me crazy. Every night it's like, oh, why aren't you going out? Oh, because I don't have money. Where are you getting all this money from? Can I have some? Can you give me some of your free money that you're getting somewhere from the gravy train of money?
Maybe they work.
Oh, some of them do work. Some of that is understandable. And they work for their food. But
that's very respectable. That's admirable.
I need to I have a job. Well, I'm in that what's the word? When you don't go to heaven but you do, it's
purgatory.
Limbo. Yeah, purgatory. There we go. It's both came up with two words for one thing. Anyway, yeah, when you're in purgatory or limbo, and you're at the stage of having a job but you aren't actually working there at the moment.
Which
is where I'm at, but yeah, no. So they're like,
start.
Come down, come buy a ticket to the ball. Everyone's going. It's $150 bloody dollars. No, it's only I think about ball parties are between $70 and $100.
Yeah, I've only really seen them in two figures at the moment, but who knows?
But anyway, they're like, just come around and spend another cheeky $75. Everyone's going. Everyone's gonna be there. So don't be a wimp and not come. It's
it totally justifies spending all that.
It's
money.
like where are you getting the money from? Like with a silver alcoholic spoon in your mouth. What? Nah, yeah. Anyway, that's my gripe. I would have gone to balls if I had money and if I had the prepare if I was ready to go because a lot of them are coming up soon.
Yeah. It seems like they've all kind of
Yeah, and the tickets
being
are sold
sprung.
like tickets have sold like crazy. The
Yeah.
the Rescom Ball, I don't know if you've heard about it. Yeah, there were 50 tickets for each hall.
And they would have gone.
Exclusively for each hall, and they went within
Gone
like 10
super
seconds.
quick.
Like how it's sold out like crazy, and then like Farrer and Southeast, they've all gone, and then the rest of the tickets are up for like a free for all. So I'm not expecting that many people to go if only 50 tickets are sold exclusively to halls, which are like upwards of 200 people.
Well, I think they're spread out between the halls.
Yeah, the second round tickets are,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but the first round there's like 50 set aside for
Yeah.
each hall exclusively, just so people from each hall have friends.
Oh, onto it. So money aside, you a bit of a ball man, Harry?
I like balls. I like you can take a audio clip from that and soundbite of that.
That's
I
gonna
love
be fun
balls. Yeah. Harry was caught running. Harry was running for office until his political campaign was destabilized by this one soundbite of him saying, "I love balls."
Look, you just sending yourself down the river of crap now.
I'm
you're gone.
I'm digging my own grave. I'm building my own tomb. That's how I roll. No, but yeah. So they're fun. I like the fancy aspect. I am tempted to go to the Mannix Ball if I can fork out $75. And that Mannix Ball looks nice.
Yeah,
I feel a bit like a bit of a trader, but client liaison's going to be there, and I love client liaison.
Look, then it's if you're going for some good music and you love the band, I mean,
I know a couple of people that'll be there.
Yeah, it's
Free
not-
unlimited
it's worth it.
alcohol.
That sounds very Mannix.
Sounds nice. Bunch of fancy, grammar students.
Grammar students now.
Oh, I wouldn't say everyone that goes to Mannix is a grammar student, but I'm not saying like specifically Launceston Grammar, like where I went to high school, but like Australia-wide grammar schools, like Geelong Grammar. Are there any like other grammar schools? I'm sure there are.
I'm pretty sure there's more than Launceston
two.
Church Grammar and
Geelong.
Geelong Grammar. I think there might be a couple more.
There might be. We'll look into that for you. Or you can post
gosh.
on the Facebook page if you go to a grammar that isn't in Geelong or.
Yeah, it's,
Launceston.
feel free to hit us up on the interweb because, that stuff's pretty amazing, and then you can spend all your days just sucked into the webpage and not see anything.
Yeah. Although I guess because grammar's Protestant and grammars are traditionally Protestant schools and Mannix is Catholic, so I guess it's it's nice. The kind of schools.
Jeez, into the technicalities.
I'm just thinking of like what I'm saying, and I'm realizing that it doesn't really make sense for Catholic hall to prefer or show preference to a Protestant schools.
Look, Harry, I'm not sure if you make a lot of sense at the best of times.
It does make sense.
Let alone on Thursday
Anyway,
nights.
So yeah, I've been doing film studies homework all day. It's harder than it sounds.
Yeah, what do you even do
I can hear
for
the
that?
snickering already, but no, it's
Come on.
Well, I mean, you think it's going to be all easy, and that's why a lot of people do it. But then you realize that all those artsy sort of terms and stuff that don't make any sense at all, like it's actually what it's like. So you're trying to do your assignments and you're trying to get good marks off stuff that you have no idea what you're talking about because it's all Latin and crazy and like from the 1900s.
I've got a great solution to that problem, Harry.
What?
Figure out what all the words mean, and then you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, try doing that. It's like a 100-page thesis on what one like Latin term is.
Yeah,
but no,
it could be pretty hard, I reckon. Pretty tricky.
It's actually pretty funny because there's screenings as part of the subject or the subject. So you go to screenings once every week, and they analyze the film and talk about like a certain aspect, like sound or like narrative and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the first movie they played was Mad Max, just to try and draw everyone in Mad Max Fury Road, to try and draw everyone into the subject. Every other movie after Mad Max has just been like art films from the 1950s from Japan that haven't made any sense whatsoever.
No, it's great. Get around it, man. It's that's the way to go. It's so much more enjoyable when you have no idea what's going on.
I could think of worse subjects to do.
Yeah.
Or worse subjects for me to do.
Yeah.
Anything that requires science.
Science.
Yeah.
Oh.
Science is my weakness. It's my kryptonite.
Gee, no wonder we're so far apart on this bench then.
Well, you're far apart because you want to look at me. And you're at the aspect where you're like awkwardly turning your head and the microphone's right next to the wall, so your head's right up against it.
I'm getting a great, I'm right up against it. I might as well be squishing my face against the window. That's how close I am. But, it's great. We've got some nice memes out there.
Yeah. But no, yeah. Actually, you know what I have been doing?
Ooh.
On boring, when I've had free time, which is sparse and far between.
Yes.
I've been exploring campus, or at least Caulfield campus, because it's a smaller campus, and just like looking at what other stuff they have going on there.
Some cool stuff.
It's
hanging
pretty
around,
sweet.
eh?
I went to the architecture building and they had like a 3D printer and like a robot hand moving stuff around in the engineering thing. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Have you seen the movie Bad Neighbours with like Seth Rogen and Zac Efron? And
I think I've seen a lot of clips from it, or bits and pieces here
when, like
and
the
there.
fraternity moves next door and they just screw shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you haven't seen? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen it, but
Okay.
I've seen the trailer.
No, this is a funny scene where they one of them brings in a 3D printer, to make his. I won't explain the entire scene, but anyway, he brings in a 3D printer, and they're like, "Oh wait, we actually have 3D printers." It's like, yeah, you'd be amazed at all the cool shit we actually have at the university if you go. It speaks volumes, you know.
Yeah, you got to be here to
There's
see all
lots
the
of
good
cool
stuff.
technology, like the radio station, for example.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Everyone just. There's lots of people in camp. It's right outside, or it's in campus centre, so people walk past it every day. Like, oh look, we've got this this cool shit in here. Like,
What is that little corner tucked away?
about 5 people in the entire faculty use it.
No, it's great. It's good community.
DJ classes.
But yeah, DJ classes coming up, and I think they must be starting a few little gigs here and there in Whole Foods.
Yeah, there's a karaoke night. What's that? 29th of April.
Yeah, get round that. Look that up on
Where
the
is
old
that?
internet if you're into a bit of singing and you want to come check out what we're all about here at Radio Monash, which is really good karaoke skills.
Tickets. Oh, well, that makes it interesting.
Ooh.
Tickets that must be purchased.
You're going to need your
with
silver
money.
spoon of alcohol and...
No, my frugality forbids it.
Oh, golly gosh.
Lol.
Yes, I had a wonderful thought, but it escaped me.
Oh, you serious? God damn it, Finn. What are we going to talk about now? We can talk about how thoughts escape people. Anyway, what else is going on campus? What's going on in Melbourne specifically?
Melbourne, I don't know. I find it a bit hard. Like last night with the comedy festival, we make it all the way back out to Clayton campus. Oh, must be. Yeah, I made me feel very sorry for.
That's
the
the
kids
one
who
thing I
actually
hate
live
about
off
going
campus.
out in Melbourne City when I did it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I've not been there for ages. But
2 weeks. Oh,
the thing I hate about it is going out, but coming back is worse because you sober up, you're on the train, you're just sitting there like, what is the point of life? I have just gone out, wasted money, and I'm sitting on a train, sobering up,
See,
and
this is where
reality's coming and hitting me like a brick wall.
So you just need to
So
take
it's
out
throwing
your
a brick wall.
earphones. Take out your earphones.
Oh, well, I don't
have a discussion with the
who
person next to you.
Who has earphones with them on a night out? Like,
Very well prepared.
I would
person.
actually. That's a good idea. Now I'm going to do that because I want music to listen to as I stare ominously out the window.
No, you should walk around the club with your earphones in. I'm sure you'll get a lot of friends.
Oh, that reminds me of a friend from high school actually. Who used to do that at parties. They'd used to put their own music on and listen to it.
That's shame.
Yeah,
That's
interesting
shameful.
Interesting character. If he's listening, I mean, I'm not going to discern which gender they are. If he or she is listening, or it. Honestly, I'm trying to be politically correct here. Anyway, if he or she is listening, you're a legend. But it's kind of weird to listen to your own music at a party with your headphones on.
I mean, I guess
It's
if
kinda
you're really
self-defeating.
into it. If you're really into it.
If it's like Darude Sandstorm on repeat, then I'll understand it because you can only play Darude Sandstorm at a party once, and then everyone gets really angry. I actually was at a party. I was speaking of Darude Sandstorm.
Ooh,
just
this
to
is exciting.
keep talking. To run down the clock here, but no. Anyway, I was at a
Come
party,
on, Harry. We don't have to
and
stoop to that.
I was hosting a party actually, and someone punched a light bulb to the beat of Darude. Like they were getting ready for the bass to drop, like when it's like building up at the beginning. It's like and it like starts. It's going. And anyway, so when that finally hit, his fist went up and he punched a light bulb and it like cut his fist up real bad.
Gosh.
It was absolutely. He was laughing because it was just brilliant.
Yeah, that's. I don't think I'd laugh. I think I'd just kind of be a bit disturbed that I'd put my fist through a light bulb. That's not.
It
pleasant.
just shows your determination.
Determination. That's a nice way to put it. That's
To your loyalty to Darude and the song
commitment
of
to the
Sandstorm.
party. Commitment to the party.
Oh yeah. But no, so oh wow, that's a nice. I was just distracted by the screensaver on the computer. It just came up, surprised me. No,
he's easily distracted.
I
this
am
kid.
easily startled, to be honest.
Your monkey just keeps dropping that nut.
Yeah. Oh god. What else is going on?
Going on round campus. Well, you know, it's heading into the middle weeks. It's assignment time. We've got a bit of Assassins running at South.
Oh, you've got Assassins running now? Yeah, it's still running at ours. In fact, at the...
How long's it been going for? Because I've been really concerned.
Ours went on for
about
like
how long.
3 weeks.
Oh, gosh.
It's still going. Actually, but at the boat party, the Res boat party, that was on a couple of days ago. There were a
Yeah.
lot of assassins. I wouldn't know because I wasn't there.
Ooh.
I had schoolwork to do.
And you didn't have the silver spoon.
I don't. Yeah, I have these things called schoolwork that I have to do. That's why I attend university.
I'm here to learn, and
It's kind of why I'm here.
no, come on, Harry. I've seen you have a lot of fun since you've been here.
That's true. You were at the party on Saturday night, where I became like some sort of couch vegetable.
Yeah. That's a very accurate description.
I was akin to the potato,
the potato,
a
but
couch potato.
lovely, well pampered and
I was distracted by the
well attired.
holographic Jesus that they've got in that room. There's a holographic Jesus photo in the person's house that we're at. That was pretty distracting. Can be very distracting
Yeah,
at times.
it's pretty wild. And then there was like a sign, like
Oh yeah, the telephone. Used
where
telephone.
did that come from?
That
I
is,
was
they found
disturbed.
it on the side of the street. So they've got a really nice light up. If you know those sort of like taxi cab sort of signs that you see outside of really shady stores, where
in
or like coffee shops, or like those sort
kind
of
of the LED light.
LED Bud lighting. What I don't know what they're called actually. Little like light things. Anyway, you know
Lights.
the
We'll
ones
call
I'm talking
them
about.
lights.
You know those LED sort of light up signs, and it said used phone, like get your phone unlocked or something like that.
Unlocked, fixed.
Yeah, unlocked phones or something like that.
It's pretty sketchy. That.
Yeah, it was a sketchy sign, but it was pretty mint. Yeah, and but it was good. It's pretty distracting,
Yeah, definitely gave
especially
that
when you're
seedy
intoxicated,
vibe. Yeah,
under the
you-
influence.
You were having a great time.
It's good time.
But speaking of good times, it's a Thursday night.
Oh.
You know, you might be heading out in a couple of hours, so enjoy yourself.
Yeah, speaking of good times, all good things must come to an end. I'm
Yes.
actually thinking if all goes well of doing another show straight after this one, geared more towards American football.
Get into that.
For all
That
those who are
sounds cool.
listening who know me, know that above all things I love, American football is at the top of the pyramid.
It's just an
And
American
so I
at
thought,
heart.
I really, yeah.
Just,
It's kind of sad, but
just the
you know.
Australian Richard Hammond.
yeah, really?
Yeah.
Does Richard Hammond really like America?
Yeah. Well, that's the joke. I'm pretty sure they just bag him out for being pretty much American.
Nice. Well, there we go. We have one thing in common.
You're reconsidering your whole life view now.
No,
This is great.
I didn't know that. I don't watch enough Top Gear.
What even is Top Gear? It's gone.
Yeah, true. They are. Actually, that's interesting. We've got a bit of time here. I'll just quickly say, Matt LeBlanc and the I know his name because he's Captain America's actors. He's got the same name. Chris Evans. Chris Evans, not actually Captain America Chris Evans, but this British Chris Evans.
Pretty much Captain America.
Who is
Chris Evans.
hosting Top Gear with Matt LeBlanc from Friends, aka Joey from Friends. They had a falling out, so they've already the new version of Top Gear that BBC's trying to push through is not going too well at all. So good, good.
Yeah, that's
It should just die, kill it.
Yeah, get rid of it. It just needs to be hibernated for.
It's like 2.5 men
decade.
just dragging it along now. It's just like beating a dead horse until it is within an inch of its undead life.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Terrible.
yeah, I'll get a football program maybe running up. And you
Yeah.
just hear me banter. I'll get a co-host, maybe
Keep-
even an American co-host.
Keep your ears out.
Keep your ears
You were
out.
looking
I'll-
at the 8 o'clock time slot on a Thursday night.
straight
perhaps.
after this, 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Yeah.
2 hours of Harry. What I mean, for
What more?
free?
What more could you want? Honestly, if anything's lacking in your lives, it's not two. It's 2 hours of just hearing me crap on about life.
Crap, an hour of life, an hour of football.
Exactly.
It's pretty much your balance.
So that is where our show will come to an end. It's 8 p.m. And also now that it's gone past 8 p.m., I'm going to have to take 2 different recordings and put them together to make the show, which I upload to YouTube.
Just cut it off. Just cut it.
Just take out this part. Anyway,
That's it. This is the last chance you'll have to hear this.
have a
guys.
lovely
So
evening, guys. All right. Tune in later.
This one's called Southern Sun by Boy and Bear. To see you away.